Hello everybody, welcome to the greenhouse. I'm Danny. If you're new, this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I have a Phalaenopsis Bloom Show for you, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I have a lot of phals blooming right now, and some of them are fading, some of them are just opening, and I would really like to put together just a bloom show of all Phalaenopsis for you. So let's get to the first one, which is right here. It is a NOID, not so miniature Phalaenopsis anymore, that my oldest son picked out, so it's very sentimental to me. The blooms are pretty beat up because it has fallen multiple times. It's on a wire hanger. So yes, it's fallen multiple times, and this one has 2 spikes and it's been in bloom since early fall of last year. I have in all just pebbles. There's the first beauty. This one is a favorite of mine because you guys know I love yellow. And this is a NOID. A lot of these are going to be NOID hybrids from grocery store types. And this one I grow in this pot that my husband made me, and it is all just pebbles in here. You do have to water it a lot more often, and it has that hanging thing, so during the summertime it gets hung out somewhere, and I just really enjoy that color. No fragrance on it. This one here is one of my oldest mini Phalaenopsis, so it has a special place. And I remember why I liked it so much because I just really enjoy how that pink fades out to that yellow pale color. It has grown many keikis and it is due for a repot, and it's truly a miniature, blooms reliably, no fragrance. You can see the blooms are very tiny, and she's getting ready to give me 2 more blooms. The next one is Phalaenopsis javanica, who is growing out some beautiful new leaves for me, and she has 4 flower spikes, believe it or not, right now. I featured this one yesterday on my new bloom video, and she's a little bit more open today, so you can see inside a lot easier, but that's about as much as she opens. She stays pretty cupped, and she smells like bread, like when you're walking down the bread aisle. Tiny, adorable little blooms, and really a prolific bloomer. Show you her 4th spike. There you go. This one here is a very sentimental orchid to me, another one. This is one that my second oldest son picked out, and it has just opened up today, and it looks like it is trying to fly away. Look at that. But yes, it is very sentimental. It's a reliable bloomer. I have it in this terracotta with mostly all pebbles. It is time for watering, but a beautiful bloom, no fragrance. This here is Phalaenopsis duartiana. You can see it has beautiful, beautiful leaves, but the blooms are even more so. And if you look closely, those top speckles are purple, pinkish, and the bottom speckles are a deep, deep red, almost brown color when it blooms, when it first blooms. There's no fragrance, but it's very adorable. I really enjoy that lip and the speckles on it, in the foliage. This one I got from Trader Joe's, a year and a half ago. And it's been a super easy grower. Again, a NOID, but it's a fat lip Phalaenopsis. And I remember I got this one because I really like those little speckles. But yes, it's been a very easy grower. It's in a terracotta with just all pebbles. I water it probably once every other day. There's no fragrance on it. But again, I love the speckles. Now this pretty girl here, I'm gonna leave on the shelf because if you haven't noticed all of her bruises, she is so top heavy, she just keeps falling over. So I'm gonna leave her where she is, but she's been in bloom for a very long time. She's given me so many blooms on this one spike, and she's still giving me more blooms. I really enjoy that blush kind of lavender purple color. Again, another NOID hybrid Phalaenopsis. And again, another NOID hybrid Phalaenopsis. But I remember I got this one because, yeah, a white phal with a yellow lip is pretty normal. You see that almost every time you go into a grocery store. But I liked this one because of that tinge of purple pink color right on top of its nose. I thought it was very cute. No fragrance, easy grower. This one is potted in terracotta with all moss. Okay, this is the beauty that I just purchased last week, I believe, from Trader Joe's. And let me tell you, I am in love with that sunset tan, peachy, beautiful color. I love these warm colors. It looks like it should have a fragrance, but I haven't detected anything yet. And you cannot beat this deal for $8 from Trader Joe's. And yet again, another NOID Phalaenopsis. This one I bought, I bought this one this past late summer from Trader Joe's. And again, with those warm colors that I really enjoy. This one has a slight, sweet candy type fragrance, not a floral fragrance, but a candy type sweet fragrance. It's been a very easy grower. I really suggest checking out your Trader Joe's. This one is just coming out of bloom. The blooms are beginning to fade off, so I really wanted to get it on video before it did that, so we can get to focus. When these blooms first open, they are a ultraviolet purple color with that tan muted color in the background, and I love this one. This is from Trader Joe's as well. And this one has a very nice fragrance to it, stronger than the last one, but also smells like a sweet candy. This is another NOID phal from a place called Gail's Nursery here. It was on clearance for $8. And I picked this one out because I like that green that's coming through the middle of the petals right there. I enjoy that. I think it's pretty unique. And it's starting to fade. The blooms are starting to fall. So again, I also really wanted to get this one on camera. You see that lime green just coming through? That's beautiful. Now, if you know me by now, if you've been following me for a while, you know I really love this orchid. And I did, just with the help of a viewer, find the ID to it. It's Phalaenopsis Lady Marmalade. But check out that color. Check out the lip. And in fact, I love it so much, I have two of them. I have two of them now. That one I bought in bloom from Trader Joe's for $12. It has some blasting going on because I had to bring it in from the super cold. But you cannot beat that beautiful tan color and that lip. No fragrance to it. Now these next three I'm gonna leave on the shelf where they're at because they are big mamas and I don't wanna move them. This one I have featured a lot since late summer, early fall. It's been in bloom and in spike for a long time. Just a big NOID hybrid, along with these two. You guys know I love my speckles, and this one is getting ready to fade. You can see those fading blooms, but these ones are still in really good condition. Just your classic white with that beautiful yellow lip. None of those three have a fragrance to them. Okay, so finally we have a ID Phalaenopsis. So many no ID ones, but that's what I love, and that's what I have easy access to. This one is peloric, and it smells very good during the warmest part of the days. It's a prolific bloomer. It's actually sending up another flower spike right there. And this is the last one. Now I do have more Phalaenopsis that are in spike but have not opened yet, but when they do open I will show you. This is a rescue orchid that I have been rehabbing for quite some time. It just is very slow at putting on new growth, new roots. She only gave me 2 blooms this spike, which is okay. But I remember I really liked this one because you can kind of see that green backing coming through on those lighter petals. So hopefully next year she will give me more than just 2 blooms. I hope you guys enjoyed this all Phalaenopsis orchid bloom show. Stay safe, stay warm, and happy growing. Till next time.